In Mark 2, the paralyzed man is brought to Jesus by his friends. They open up the roof and they lay him down and they place him before Jesus. And maybe right now you need an audience with Jesus. Jesus looks at the paralyzed man and he understands he needs to know that he is forgiven. He needs to know, receive that sense of seeing where he stands with God. And he needs to be set free. He has been stuck on that mat for a long time. And he needs to know that he doesn't have to stay there anymore. The thing that has held him back, he can overcome it. So Jesus offers him forgiveness, opens his eyes to see that before God, it is okay. And Jesus offers him empowerment. You can stand up. You can pick up your mat. This thing, this space that has held you back, you can overcome it. And I wonder if that is what Jesus says to you today. Before God, you are forgiven. You are loved. There is peace now between you and God. You don't need to sit in the guilt and in that space of not feeling good enough. Because in God's eyes, you are beloved. I wonder if Jesus wants to say to you today, that space that has held you back, that has kept you in a space of anxiety and worry and fear, that thing that you dread, that thing that has kept you from moving forward. Perhaps Jesus says to you, I give you the power to overcome it. By his word, he proclaims to you, get up, pick up your mat and go home. Get up and move to the destination, to the place, to the person, to the identity that God called you to be. But I pondered this morning for us, our tendency to keep returning back to the mat, paralyzed, to keep allowing the same thoughts, the same situations, the same circumstances and the same challenges to send us back to the mat, to get us paralyzed, so that we need to be taken to Jesus over and over again, and he needs to keep reminding us over and over again, you are forgiven, you are healed, you can get up, you can go home to God. And Jesus will do that for us for however long we need it. But I think that what Jesus would love for us is that we graduate from being the paralyzed person on the mat who can't move forward. That we graduate from there to being one of those 4 friends who bring those who need healing to Jesus. That rather than keep on being the one who returns to the mat and who keeps needing to be lifted up over and over again, and Jesus will do that for us, like I said, however much we need it, however long we need it. But perhaps when he empowers us to get up and walk, he calls us to be those who find others who are stuck in places of darkness like us and bring them to Jesus. But if you find yourself stuck on a mat, hear the words of Jesus. You are forgiven, you are loved, and his power and his word decrees, get up and walk. You have overcome. And as you walk, find others in your story who need to hear the words of Jesus and bring them to him.